Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome you all to class 5 subject social studies. Today we are going to start with a topic that is the frigid zone. Now you can look here, this is a world map. Yes. Now in the world map here, you can see already I have said you about the zones, 3 type of zones. The first one here, this is the latitude which is called as what? Equator. So equator is the latitude which divides the globe or earth into 2 equal halves. That is, the upper part of the equator is the northern hemisphere and the lower part of the equator is the southern hemisphere. All this you have learned from the previous lessons. Now I will tell you, we learned that there is torrid zone, yes, on both the hemisphere. Then we learnt about the temperate zone on both the hemispheres. Now today we are going to learn about the frigid zone. Now the frigid zone, this part is called as the frigid zone in the northern hemisphere, and this part is the frigid zone which is in the southern hemisphere. Okay. So now we will see what all things will come under this frigid zone. Okay. So, frigid zone are the coldest regions on the earth. A major part of the frigid zone is covered with ice sheets. So, always ice sheets are covered in the frigid zone. Now, why they are always covered? Because, as you all know that the frigid zone will get very less heat of the sun. Okay, because the sun rays are very less and you get very less heat of the sun, because all the heat is absorbed in the atmosphere. Okay, so we get slanting rays of the sun in both the frigid zones, in the north and in the south. So it is always covered with the ice sheets and the temperature is very low. The ice caps are made up of hardened ice sheets that are 1 kilometer deep. Okay, in the frigid zone. So the depth of the ice will be so much that it can go up to 1 kilometer. Okay, so those things are called as the ice caps. Okay, and we are having two big ice caps in both the zones. Okay, so in the northern hemisphere we have the Greenland. Okay, this is one ice cap, and in the southern hemisphere we have this whole continent of Antarctica, which is having the ice caps. Did you understand? So ice caps are present here where? In Greenland, and in the southern hemisphere in the Antarctica. Okay. Now next we will go to the Arctic tundra. Now Arctic tundra region is present in the northern frigid zone. Okay, and this area is not much hard. It is having marshy ice which is not completely hard. It will be little soft ice, and there is no trees there because all the time there is ice. So soil is not there, it is deep inside. So that's why always it is covered with ice. Okay, then next we will go like this only. We are having many frigid zone areas even in almost all the continents. So in Europe, in the continent Europe, we have Lapland and Scandinavia. These are the places which are having the which come under frigid zone. Okay, so in Europe we have Lapland and Scandinavia. Then in Asia we are having Siberia. Okay, in Asia we have Siberia, which comes under the frigid zone, North frigid zone. And then in North America we are having, which is that North Canada and Alaska. These are the frigid zones in North America. Okay, and a major part of Greenland also falls under the Arctic tundra region. Okay, this is the major Greenland area, and it is the biggest island in the world. Okay, Greenland is the biggest island in the world. Now we will come to the South Frigid Zone. Now this South Frigid Zone does not have a tundra region because here the Antarctica, this whole continent is having very hard ice. Okay, it is having thick sheet of ice. So the marshy ice is called as the tundra region, and here we have hard ice. So it is not called as the tundra region. Okay, next. Now here students, you can see a penguin in Antarctica. Now you should know, where does Antarctica come? In northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere? Yes, did you guess it? It comes under southern hemisphere. So this is a picture of a penguin which is in Antarctica, and mostly penguins are found in Antarctica. Next we will come to the climate. As the earth is tilted 23.5 degrees north or south. So what happens is, in the North Pole, when the earth is facing the sun, it is tilted towards the North Pole. Then the places which are there on the North Pole will have day and night sunlight. Okay, so even if they get up at midnight, they will have the sun because the sun will not set there. And when the pole, now what happens in the North Pole, if there is day and night sun, the South Pole is away from the sun. So there, midnight and the day, both the times they will not have the sunlight. So here there is a picture, as you can see, an early afternoon in Norway. Okay, so in this area, during the daytime also there are lights. That means this part of the area is away from the sun. So that's why day and night there is no sun here for 6 months. So North Pole or South Pole, which is away from the sun, will have 6 months day and 6 months night. And here the temperature in the frigid zone will be very low. Okay, winters are very severe and temperature may drop below -40 degrees Celsius. As you all know, 0 degrees Celsius is a freezing point where there is ice formation. The water will turn into ice. So just imagine, in winter it is -40 degree. So even if you throw boiling water in the atmosphere, it will turn into ice. Okay. And in summer, the temperature may rise and reach between 3 degrees Celsius and 12 degrees Celsius. But this is also very cold. Okay. And the rainfall ranges from 5 centimeters to 25 centimeters annually. And here you will have snowstorms, okay, which they will bear. That is, when the snow falls, along with that there will be strong wind. And here in cold climates, there is permafrost. Now what is permafrost means? The layer of the earth which is down deep inside gets completely frozen for 2 or more years. Okay, that is called as permafrost. Okay, now we will see next.